I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you are feeling exactly as I am right now, just like what is going on. I feel like I've been living in 3.5 years of some sort of toxic nightmare in which, the values that I believed in have been eroded to such an extent that I hardly can recognize them any longer. You see the expression of homophobia and racism and the marginalization of people of color, and it's done without any kind of apology. It's just as if this is the way things are, and I find it horrifying. And then on top of that, we have this incredible pandemic that is causing just global harm, not only to people's health, but obviously to the economy. And I think it's going to be a long time before we recover from this. So in fact, it is a catastrophe. It's just a health and economic catastrophe. And then I was thinking about this idea of catastrophe and hoping, I suppose, that out of it can come something positive, that in fact it creates a shock to the system that makes other things possible. People, supporters of Bernie Sanders were screaming for revolution. And I sort of was thinking, well, here's your revolution and it's unavoidable. And not only are the doors open, but the doors have been blown off their hinges. But at any rate, through all of this, I was reminded of a wonderful essay by Walter Benjamin from a collection called A Thesis on the Philosophy of History. And the particular one I want to read is titled Angelus Novus. And it is based on his reading of a painting by Paul Klee called, oddly enough, Angelus Novus. So here it is. A clay painting named Angelus Novus shows an angel looking as though he is about to move away from something he is fixedly contemplating. His eyes are staring, his mouth is open, his wings are spread. This is how we picture the angel of history. His face is turned toward the past. Where we perceive a chain of events, he sees one single catastrophe which keeps piling wreckage upon wreckage and hurls it in front of his feet. The angel would like to stay, awaken the dead, and make whole what has been smashed. But a storm is blowing from paradise. It has got caught in his wings with such violence that the angel can no longer close them. This storm irresistibly propels him into the future to which his back is turned. While the pile of debris before him grows skyward, this storm is what we call progress. I'm not going to sully this with too many of my own remarks or interpretation of what he's trying to point out, other than to remind you that the angel of history faces the past, and it is the destructive force emanating from history, from the past, that fills its wings and hurls him into the future. And in the process of doing that, it redeems the potential of history to bring us towards progress. So I guess out of this, my hope is that the present hardships will emerge, out of the present hardships will emerge a storm that will propel us into a new future of social and political progress.